market warrior because I travel all over the United States, literally all over the United States. In a month, I'm going to be in Maine. And I talk to people, I help people understand free market economics, because I think this is at the root of so much that's wrong with our country today, is that we don't understand the basic principles of how free markets work, how America got to be the richest country in the world to begin with. Don't you think understanding that, might help to get us back there again? Money is not wealth. It's an important distinction. Money is a tool we use to measure wealth. Arguably, the greatest blessing of all was that we had the freest economy in the history of the planet, and amazingly rapidly became the wealthiest country in the history of the planet. And what makes it particularly special is that at the time this happened, the economists didn't even understand how freedom led to prosperity. But in the course of the 19th century, a Scotsman and a Frenchman and a couple of Austrians figured out how freedom leads to prosperity. And what's ironic is as we started to understand this, the United States moved in a totally different direction, away from the freedom and away from the prosperity. The point. He says supply and demand cannot be out of whack for one very simple, important reason. They're the same thing. This is called Say's law. He says basically, supply is demand. Supply and demand cannot be out of whack because there is no difference. There are two ways of describing the exact same thing. You can't be out of whack with itself. What does that mean? Supply is demand. Well, let's take the case of the shoemaker. Why does the shoemaker make shoes? Because he really likes shoes? Shoes just make him happy and give him a warm, cozy feeling inside. When I was in Los Angeles, somebody said, he's got a shoe fetish. The shoemaker makes shoes because he wants bread. That's why he makes shoes. But he can't go to the baker and say, give me bread. He's got to have something from anywhere, makes everybody richer everywhere else. And by the way, it also explains why socialist governments usually end up killing their own people. People are a burden to socialist governments. It's like so many mouths to feed. Let's get rid of some of them, then we'll have fewer mouths to feed. In free societies, that doesn't happen because free societies understand that humans are the ultimate resource.